Factory land in Ayutthaya province is one of the 7 industrial estates affected by Thailand's worst floodings in decades. But since the floodwaters have been receded and the cleanup is 100% done, around 30% of the factories in these industrial estates have resumed operations. Factory land industrial estate in Ayutthaya's Wang Noi district contains 99 factories on the area of 80 acres. It is one of the 7 industrial estates forced to close due to the deep floodwaters. Located just 1 kilometer far from the Phat Canal, the estate had been overflowed since October the 16th, when the massive floodwaters came. However, since the floodwaters had totally receded, the estate started cleanup last Tuesday. Even though it is already dried up, a water pump in front of the estate is still working to pump out small amount of water from the drainage pipes into the canal nearby. As of now, around 30 factories have fully resumed their operations. Some have resumed 70% of operations because their employees who are affected by the floods cannot come to work, and the rest is still cleaning up the factories. The vice president of Factory Land Industrial Estate, who also owns electronic parts factory in the estate, said his factory was also affected. Some machines were inundated. He said the damages are estimated at around 10 million baht. But for the entire estate, the damages are accounted for up to 5 million baht. According to the assessment within his factory, he added that even though some machines were repaired, they still cannot work properly.
And right now we have 5 machines and they all damaged for the past 2 weeks, and now they just returned to operation, but not 100%. We fixed them about 50%. This first 3 machines they already repaired, but they're not 100% yet. They can be operate on and off, and still they have to come and repair. But the other 2 on the end cannot be repaired because they are very severe damage.
Among 99 factories in Factory Land Industrial Estate, the vice president said 80% is owned by foreign investors. He said there is no complaint from these investors as they understand the situation. Although the government has not decided what kind of aids it can provide the factory owners in the estate, he said initially there were officials coming to collect information and urge the owners to register their factories.
Up to now, we have the Ministry of Industrial came in and they try to get all the information. So we have to register. All of the factory who had the water flooded has to register. And right now, my company already registered. From what I heard, they have 2 months to register. So I think each factory they will, after they get the company clean up or repair done, and they should be registered. And I hopefully after that, the government they will help us, at least some, or maybe like if the house get flooded, they get 5,000 baht.
Right.
And the company we should get like 500,000. I think that should be enough, reasonable. I think.
The State Committee will hold a meeting next week, and long-term flood prevention measures will be among the top agenda to be seriously discussed. As to protect the estate from possible flooding in the future, the vice president expects that permanent dikes will be built around the estate, and it would cost up to 50 million baht. For the recovery of the estate, he said it will initially rely on the estate's central budget. If it's not enough, the committee may consider asking for financial assistance from the government. After every factory gets the cleanup done and all of the machines are 100% fixed, the vice president said Factory Land will fully resume operations by the end of this year.
I think all the factory in Factory Land will operate 100% by the end of December.
สถาปัตย์แพทอง reporting for ASEAN TV